Well, you must be really pleased with your start to the season, playing the game against Millwall, being in the thick of the action. I guess that's exactly what you wanted over pre-season and heading into these opening games.
Yeah, definitely. I think that was the plan for me this season, was to get the cup games, and to do well in the first one was a good start, and obviously getting the second round against the Premier League team, which is ideal for me. I want to test myself. And I think we're all excited for the challenge tomorrow.
Yeah, and with the Millwall game, brilliant to have the clean sheet, and obviously easier said than done when you've got so many changes to the side, not only a change in goal, but in the defence, players who perhaps aren't that familiar with playing together, and it all worked neatly.
Yeah, of course. I think we've got a relatively small squad in terms of the league, but I think we've come together well, and pre-season's been a great period for us to gel, and I think we've all done well in that game, especially with all the changes, like you said, and I think we're in a strong place for tomorrow to give it a good go.
Yeah, you made a couple of big saves as well, which must always be nice to be involved. And as a goalkeeper, I suppose it's rarely more satisfying than the save you made where it came out the blue, error at the back. Suddenly you're right in the thick of it and you have to stand strong.
Yeah, of course. I think I wasn't actually too busy during the game. I think that's credit to the lads in front of me. But I think you've got to stay switched on, and for those big moments you got to be there. And thankfully we've kept a clean sheet and gone through.
Yeah, it's so tricky being a goalkeeper, isn't it, that you're either in the team or out the team. Being patient is almost, it has to be right up there as one of your top skills.
Yeah, I think you've always got to be ready, because you don't know when your chance is going to be. But I think like Dimmy's done with his time here, he's been on the bench a lot before he's got his chance. So I think it's just about being patient, like you said, and waiting for your chance and take it when it comes.
Yeah, we were speaking with him the other day. The fact that he'd been through that process with David Ford must be really handy for the goalkeeping group as a whole, because he completely gets what you and James are currently going through.
Yeah, I think we've all been in each other's shoes, and we know exactly what we have to do in what period, whether it's second choice, third choice, or if you're starting, you've all got a job to do, and whether that's supporting the first team keeper or pushing the ones below you to make yourself better, that's part of the job.
Now, when we speak to Dimmy and when you see him out on the pitch, he always seems to be such a life-affirming character. Is he like that all of the time? Is he just a great person to have around?
All of the time, 24/7. Yeah, I think I live with him as well, so he's exactly the same as you see him on camera. But he's a great lad, and he's a great person to work with every day, and I think he deserves everything that he's getting at the moment, doing well, and I couldn't be happier for him, yeah.
And I guess since really the day you arrived, the atmosphere around this club's just been great, because it's been such a good role, such good momentum over the past couple of years, and at the start of this new season as well, it seems to very much be there, everybody enjoying it.
Yeah, I think for the new lads coming in, it's a great change room to come into. Obviously what we did last season was not expected of us, and I think that's down to the change room and the lads we've got here, and obviously the staff as well. I think it's a great place to be, Cambridge, yeah.
Yeah, and over the summer, the squad just tweaked a little, but largely the same group from last year, which must be handy in that respect.
Yeah, definitely. I think we've done well to hang on to the players that we have. Obviously, the new additions have just come in and added to the team, so we're in a good place, I think, at the moment.
Yeah, and when you're in your position, going into each game, it must be a real mix of emotions, in that with a goalkeeper you don't expect to be coming on in a game, and yet at the same time just a moment, a red card, an injury, whatever it might be, and you're right into the thick of the action. Do you do specific mental preparation for that? Do you have a way of making sure that you're ready to go if you're needed?
Yeah, I guess it's just preparing for the game as if you're going to play. You like you say, you don't know whether you're going to come on in the first minute or if you have to come on in the 90th minute and save a penalty. You don't know, so you have to always be ready. It's obviously difficult to stay switched on when you're sat on the bench, but you just have to do it. It's the job, yeah.
Is a good way of doing that? Do you try and follow the game in real detail to keep your attention levels up? How do you go about it when you're just sitting there with the subs?
Yeah, you can't just switch off and twiddle your thumbs, but you try and follow the game as much as you can. Obviously, it's a difficult thing to do from the sideline, but you can't be switched off on the bench. Yeah.
Yeah, and with Southampton, a side that have been now in the Premier League for a number of years. You know, whoever they're going to put out, really, it will be a top quality side.
Yeah, I think we're hoping actually it's a strong side so we can test ourselves. But yeah, we've been watching them the past couple of weeks on TV, and I think we're in for a good challenge, like you said. But we're up for it, and we think we can put out performance and hopefully get through to the next round.